and hi everyone. So let's continue our learning for chapter 2, Inequalities and Absolute Values. Alright, so today let's focus on 2.1 inequalities. What is inequalities? Right, what is it? Inequalities. Inequalities is the symbol that involving less or equal, greater or equal. Okay, if you remember, before this, we usually play with equation. Equation, what is our symbol? Equal. So now, we will change our symbol by using inequalities. Alright. Okay guys, 2.1 inequalities is divided into 3 parts. Alright. You have 3 parts here. Number 1, we will have the properties, the basic concept of inequalities. Second, you will have linear inequalities. Okay. And the third one is quadratic inequalities. Okay. So now let's focus on the properties. Alright, from the properties here, you have A. If you have A greater than B, then you have another positive number. So greater equal to 0 is a positive number. Alright. What do? You add both sides. Okay, you add both sides. The symbol inequalities will maintain the same. Okay, you can check biological numbers. Try on your calculator. Okay, number 2. If you have A greater than B, then you multiply with positive number on both sides. The inequalities will maintain the same. The symbol will maintain the same. Alright, we go to the next one. If A greater than B, then you have what here is negative number. Okay, you have negative number here. When you multiply on both sides, okay, your symbol of inequalities will change, reverse. Okay, before it is greater, now it will be lesser. Okay, next, when you have A greater than B, then you divide by negative number on both sides. The symbol will change. Alright, so here symbol change. Next, we go to the last properties. If A greater than B, then when you make it as reciprocal means that you put 1 over the value as the denominator. Alright, so 1 over A, the symbol will change. Alright, the inequality symbol will change. Okay, so from here, I think you can make alright, let I highlight this one first. If you can see here, the symbol will change. Okay, when will it change actually? If both sides of an inequalities, alright, multiply or divide by negative number. Alright, then the symbol or the inequality sign must be reversed. Okay, actually let's make a highlight below, right? Remark. Okay, our remarks. When will our symbol, alright, our inequalities sign reverse or change? Bila? Okay, number 1. Okay, the one that we learned here, when both you multiply or divide by negative number. Okay, the symbol will change. Number 2, when you taking reciprocal. Okay, on both sides. Okay, for example, the proving is here. Okay, how do you know? For example, you have 7 greater than 4. Try to calculate it as 1 over 7, 1 over 4. The value 1 over 4 will be greater. Okay, that's explained on the number 2 remarks. Okay, when you take reciprocal on both sides, the symbol will change because the value will change as well. Alright. Okay, number 3. When the inequality sign will be reversed when you swap. Okay, you swap the left hand side and right hand side of an inequalities. Okay. For example, you want to make it like this. X less than 2 when you want to swap. Okay, just change the position to X here, so the symbol will change like this. It's just simple example for you to take it the remarks. Okay, if you can see here the remarks for number 1. Okay, the example is here. Okay, when you multiply or divide by a negative number, the remarks number 2 taking reciprocal, the example is here. And then when you swap left hand side and right hand side of an inequalities, okay, the example is here. So that is the basic properties about inequalities. Alright. Okay, we go to the part 2, linear inequalities. Alright, linear inequalities. Usually before you familiar with the words linear equation. Okay, linear means our highest power for that term is 1, the degree 1. Ax plus b is the form of linear equation. Alright, equation is determine the symbol here. Alright, so now we will look at on linear inequalities. Alright, linear inequalities, that means that you still have the highest power of x is 1, ax plus b, but the symbol here will change to either it is greater or equal to 0, alright, or it is less or equal to 0. That's mean of linear inequalities. Alright, linear inequalities, let's make it as a one table. Linear inequalities, you must know how to write down the form of solution. Alright, in order for you to solve it, and you must know how to write down the final answer by using these two forms. Okay, we have two forms. First one is solution set. Okay, solution set, and the second one is the interval form. We can say as interval notation. Okay, you did learn on during our chapter 1. Solution set, how to write it. You have curly bracket at the beginning and at the end, and then you have x double dot there, and you will write your relationship here. Okay, either it involving 1, for example x less than 7, or I can give example x less than 7 greater than union x greater than 10. Okay, if it involving two value, okay, you can put the symbol union here. Alright. Okay, next we look at example of interval form. Okay, for interval form, it is like I can say that it's just the same like the point, the coordinate. Okay, the symbol of the coordinate. For example, we have a b. You can also have square bracket AB, square on both sides, or a square on the right hand side only. Okay, so what is the relationship between the inequality sign with the bracket? Okay, what is the relationship, guys? Okay, inequalities, if it is single, okay, I can say less or greater or less, the bracket should be used is all around bracket. Okay, round bracket. But if it is greater or equal, or less or equal, or it is double, I will say as double, I will say as single. Okay, if double, you have to use square bracket. Square, you have to like, depending on the situation. Okay, for example, if you have relationship like this, alright, x between 3 greater or equal to 7, so our square bracket will, our interval form will be between 3 and 7 with round and square. Okay, and I give you another example. That's 7. So here we will have square 3, 7 square bracket. Okay, all right.